विरोध करें। हम HRDI के बैनर पर इस घनघोर अमानवीय कृत्य का विरोध करते हैं और श्रीलंकन गवर्नमेंट को कहते हैं कि जो जिम्मेदार अधिकारी, फौज के जिम्मेदार अधिकारी जिनके सामने और जिनके आदेश से ऐसा कुकृत्य हुआ है, उनको सजा दी जाए, उन्हें पकड़ा जाए, उनके ऊपर केस चलाया जाए। जी अनिल जी
चलते रहो, सबको बोलना है, एक के बाद एक आते रहो। देवराज जी आ जाओ, सब आते रहो, सबको बोलना है, बस नाम बता के सबने बोलना है, तो अपने आप एक करके आते हैं।
Balraj Singh Malik, advocate from Supreme Court of India. We highly condemn the violation of human rights in the Sri Lanka on the Tamil peoples. This is very bad that it is also violation of the all human rights laws. Even the UN laws and conventions are being violated in the Sri Lanka in the name of Tamils. This is very bad for the humanity on the earth, that human right violation in the name of the cruelty even against the terrorism is not good. It is very bad that Sri Lankan government is dying and helping the forces to do cruelty on the people who are innocent. Even the children and the small girls are being raped and killed. That is very bad. We condemned wholeheartedly. Thank you.
4593 आपकी गाड़ी 4593 किसकी? यहाँ के रोड के रूल भी तो हमारे आप साथ में आओ राजेश जी, आप पीछे रहे, सर के पीछे ये ला, ये वाला, ये सर के पीछे।
See, under human rights defense, all of us have gathered here in regard to the Sri Lankan problem. The Tamils in Sri Lanka, they are being treated as secondary citizens there. They don't have facilities. They are suffering even for food, shelter and clothes. There is nobody to take care of them in Sri Lanka. For a moment, I don't want anybody to think that we are supporting any terrorist group. We are against terrorism. We are not supporting LTTE at all. That may be taken note of. But we are for the people of Sri Lanka. Whatever had happened earlier in wiping out LTTE, we are not on that. After that, why should people suffer? People of that country, whomsoever it is, they being Tamils is one aspect. But then even if they belong to some other ethnic variety, even then we will be against any people being treated with disrespect, tortured and denied democratic and other facilities. Now, for the time being, we are fighting for their survival, because even their survival is a question mark in Sri Lanka today, because the government is against that particular ethnic group. I don't think that the whole of the Tamil population in Sri Lanka was supporting LTTE. In fact, even among the terrorist groups, there were conflicts and they were killing each other. So people are not for terrorism wherever they are, whether they are in Sri Lanka, whether they are in India or elsewhere. So we are fighting for the people's rights. They don't have even minimum facilities, as I already said. Secondly, slowly, after some time, we have to fight for their democratic rights. They have to have their own democratic independence, in the sense they must be in a position to participate in election. They must be in a position to get elected to represent the population of that area. Therefore, this is being organized only for that purpose, and we will fight till we are able to achieve this end. We are seeking the help of all political groups, and I want people to come out across and crossing the political barriers to support this cause. And I am very happy that we also passed a resolution and requested the government of India to support US in regard to the resolution that they were bringing in UN. And now also we will continue to fight for any suffering group. Today we have identified Sri Lanka. After this problem is solved, perhaps we may take another issue. Even simultaneously, we have taken the issue of Malaysian people of Indian origin who are being treated as third-rate citizens in that country. And in Bangladesh and in Pakistan also. Why we Hindus, we are permitting every religious group in India to have their own rights for their funerals. But whereas in Pakistan, Indians, our people of Indian origin and who are Hindus, they are not permitted to cremate their bodies. All cremation grounds have been taken away one by one, and the last one in Sindh some time back. Therefore, all these atrocities we are against, but we are now concentrating on Sri Lankan problem because that is more acute, and unless we fight at all world level, those people cannot be saved. One by one, they will die of starvation. That is our problem, and that is our concern. So I want everybody to support this issue of Sri Lankan Tamils so that they get their human rights for existence with dignity and also their democratic rights as the next step. Thank you.
कोई रहना जाए, किसी का रहना
My name is Priyadarshi Datta, and we have congregated here under the banner of HRDI to protest against the violation of the human rights of the Tamils in Sri Lanka. It's an irony that how the Tamils were reduced from a status of co-founders to minority and then to a complete underdog in Sri Lanka, and now we are quite suspicious that whether the Tamil nation will even cease to be in that island of Sri Lanka. It is the race of Ponnambalam Ramanathan, Ponnambalam Arunachalam, Ananda Kumar Swami, of Arumuga Navalar, those who were highly dedicated not only to the Sri Lanka but even to the concept of Mother India. It is very appropriate that we have gathered outside the Nehru Memorial Library and Museum. You may know that in 1940s onwards, there were violation of the human rights on the Tamils of recent origin in Sri Lanka, and Congress had to send a delegation in 1946 under Jawaharlal Nehru, who later became the Prime Minister of India. The defranchisement of nearly 9 million Tamils of Indian origin was the first step taken by the D.S. Senanayake government towards weakening the status of the Sri Lankans, to Tamil Sri Lankans in that country. And we, a huge country in our neighborhood, could do nothing almost to prevent it. Sri Lanka also played a major role in the massacre that took place between March and November 1971 in East Pakistan by allowing the Pakistani airplanes to be refueled in Colombo and go towards its onward dangerous march of killing the Hindus in East Pakistan. Now finally, when this war is over, we believe that Tamils and Ceylonese will settle down as brothers in that country. But whether